Ali Sadiq's going to be in town this Friday at the College Street Music Hall in New Haven. Now, Ali Sadiq, I was reading about you. I see that you served a little time before you started doing comedy, right?
Stage. I've been doing stand up 28 years at this point.
28.
Yeah,
I've been on every major network.
you've been on
And,
everything. So
you know,
that jail time or whatever, that don't mean nothing.
yeah, it's more of how did I transition back into society from that past life, and
Yeah.
I think I did well that I constantly
Well, you
wanted
did
to
better than
rebuild
well.
myself.
You did better than well.
I think, man, I just wanted to rebuild myself in the community as a human being and not an ex anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was the most part because I used to always say that my career would blossom once I paid back the universe for the ill that I did.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not a big advocate of bigging up being in the streets or being a street dude and none of that. I'm not a big advocate of that. I'm more of an advocate of changing your mindset from being in that situation, and not just that situation, any situation that you used to be in. If you're a changed person, you gotta get all the way away from it.
Right now, and this is just from your like you said online stuff that we read about you. I read that your first time you got on stage, you wore a suit and you got booed.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah, that's true.
a lot of comedians like when you was coming up, you seen the comedians that were big at that time. The Steve Harveys and the Cedric and the Tennis. They all wore suits. Is that why you did it? Because you figured that's what you were supposed to do?
Yeah, I thought that was the dress code. It wasn't just them. It was the people before them. Dick Gregory, Cosby,
Yeah.
Pryor, all of them wore suits. And I thought that was the norm for a comic. I think that what it taught me was observation. I wore a suit to a Apollo night when it was all college kids.
Oh man.
And they didn't appreciate the suit.
So it wasn't the jokes, it was the suit.
I never got a chance to say no joke.
Oh, they booed you out off the rip?
Off the rip.
Ali,
They
how much you pay for that suit, Ali? How much did you pay for that suit you wore and got booed off?
It was probably on discount because I was working at a men's apparel store. So I would get my clothes on discount. So it was a nice suit. They didn't give a damn about it.
So now you come back with the jeans and T-shirt on, and you do your thing.
2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
And then that was in December. By February, I was the host of that room.
Wow.
Now, Ali, you said something earlier. You said stand-up. A lot of your show, you kind of changed the game because you sit down and you're comfortable on that microphone, on that stage, and your jokes, they come off differently. How did you create that part of your show as opposed to doing your whole show standing up? You're very comfortable on stage, and you look comfortable. How did you make that a better delivery for you?
Practice. The transition of it, it's like I came from being very energetic and moving around the stage to standing in one place, and then from standing in one place to sitting on a stool,
Right.
and then from sitting on a stool to sitting down. And it's the transition of how I felt like I was gravitating towards. Like when I started moving around, I thought that's what everybody did. So then I saw this comedian by the name of Des White.
Oh,
He would just stand there. And then Paul Mooney, he would be on the stool.
Right.
Then Cosby, the chair.
Yep.
So it's the natural transition of how funny I thought I was getting. And I think when the chair came is when I implemented being interesting.
Yeah.
So I have a book out called Applied Advice. And and applied advice. I walk people through all the 13 to the level that I'm at now because I took advice from people who I admired in the business. And Billy D. Washington, guy who was on Def Jam from Houston, he said, when you're not being funny on stage, be interesting. And that's when I decided to sit down.
I like that, man. Interesting. That's a good way to put it because your comedy is interesting. The stories you tell are like real life stories. And when you talk about your family, I'm listening to you talk about my family, and that's hilarious.
That's funny.
It is because we're kind of from the same place. The stories you tell, I can go home and be like, that's what he was talking about right there. That's exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, it's more. I think people don't realize that I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about current events. I don't the new fad. I talk about what happens continuously in life is family, friends, situations, and then that's what resonates with people, and that's what I don't have to really write a lot. I just remember what happens.
No, that's life.
Yeah, so we're talking to Ali Sadiq. He's going to be at College Street Music Hall this Friday. So now when you talk to a lot of comedians, they'll tell you, watch the news, see what's going on the internet, and they tell you to use that and make material. So you say you don't use that. How do you keep up with material? Because you could do everyday life, but is it something you can talk about every day in your life to where you could turn it into a 30 or 40-minute performance?
Every single day. Something happens every day.
Yeah.
It's not a day that something's not going to happen. It's what you're comfortable talking about. And that's the caveat of it. It's if I have an experience, I'm going to say it today. Because it's not like you didn't have, say today. My friend was telling me that her daughter don't know how to throw things away. And the first thing I came with, this morning, I said, well, neither does my son. Hassan, I found a turkey leg on the floor in his room yesterday. And you know how long it's been since Thanksgiving? I found a turkey leg, a half-eaten turkey leg in his room on the floor.
That's material, right? Real life, real material.
And so I took the turkey leg, the paper plate, a ginger beer, and this other thing that he left out, and I put the trash on his bed. And then I called him downstairs. And the first thing I said, why didn't you bring the trash off that bed? You saw it, right? He told me, I didn't think about throwing it away. What is wrong with you that a turkey leg?
Why is that normal for you to have a turkey leg on your bed?
Yeah, like a half-eaten, dried turkey leg.
Thanksgiving been over.
Been over. We almost in the middle of December.
Have you ever gotten on stage and something happens right before you get on stage and you bring it with you?
Yeah.
How much is your performance is improv?
None of it.
None of it. So everything you do is what you bring in to the show.
Improv is when I see something in the audience.
Okay.
That's improv. That's crowd work. And I say this all the time, and comics get mad at me. I leave crowd work for lesser comics
Yeah.
because that's easy for me to do. I'm cheating you if I'm doing crowd work.
Yeah.
I'm cheating.
Yeah.
But the experience, when I say experience, that happens right before I come on stage. If I'm in the elevator, if I'm waiting on the elevator, because this has happened right before I got ready to go on stage, I was so frustrated about it, I had to say something. I said, I just want to understand, because some of y'all may do this. If you push the button to the elevator and it doesn't open up right away, you should stand to the side. Because apparently when it opens up next time, somebody's probably trying to get off. And why are you in the way? I'm just like, why do I want to, as soon as the elevator, why do I see your big face on 13? And I'm trying to get off. We in the lobby. I'm trying to get off. Can you get out the way? And then people don't have common courtesy. This is how I talk when I get on the elevator. Hey, man, I'm going to call you back in a minute. I'm never on the elevator doing this. Hey, so, man, like I was saying, hey, bro.
I hate that. I hate it.
I'm on the elevator too, homeboy.
Listen, I got a homie who will put his phone on speaker.
In the elevator?
In the elevator, anywhere, and will have he could be arguing with a female. He'll put it on speaker and argue right there in front of everybody. And I tell him, I'm like, yo, take it off speaker. Don't nobody want to hear that. Man, I don't care about these people around here. He do it all the time.
Do you know who I think that has mental, like they mental capacity is not all the way up to the level? It's people who talk on their phone and they don't be on the phone. They just be putting their ear to the phone like they on speaker. Like, hey man, what part of the game is this? Like you, what you say again? Like, hey man, if you just put your face. You got E. coli on your phone or something that you won't put your phone. Like, man, where's your headset, bro? Like, what's going on, man?
Ali Sadiq, he's going to be in town this Friday. A real quick question.
Yes, sir.
Now, you have, comics, it's new platforms out here. You have the Netflix, you have the Hulus, you have the Primes and all of that. But you went a different route. You decided to just do your own thing on YouTube. What made you take that route? Because you can easily get on any of those other platforms.
Yes.
Oh, you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
I filmed a special with Comedy Central in 2018. I posted a clip from the special, and they copyright infringement.
No.
So at that point, I didn't want anybody to own anything on me that I can't promote myself.
Wow.
So anytime you go to any of these other entities, they own it. And I just wanted to invest in myself. Like my pops told me, man, if anything that you can do for somebody else, you can invest that same time in yourself. And I am a independent. I come from an independent city. Like all our rappers independent, our R&B singers independent. Man, we got a bunch of independent labels and been having it since the early 80s.
Yeah.
And so I'm just a independent. And I tell people, I'm so offended when people say, I saw you on Netflix. I'm like, no, you did not. No, you did not. Because if you think about it, if I was on any of these other networks, you wouldn't have got 8 specials in the last 4 years. They wouldn't ever let it happen. So Domino Effect is the first 4-part series ever in comedy.
Yeah.
Man, Ali, you're exactly right. Because as a radio station, sometimes we'll have rappers up here, and if we interview them, we play their music in the background, and we clip it up and put it on YouTube, they give us a strike. They take it down. I say, wait a minute, but we got Snoop Dogg in here. Nope, but you can't post that clip.
Yep. It's like you got Snoop Dogg playing Snoop Dogg, but you can't do it.
Can't because they'll clip it. Crazy.
No Limit said no.
Crazy.
So now you have people who are trying to take the route that you're doing because they're seeing that it can happen. For people who's not as successful as you are doing it, what you think would be the biggest mistake that they're doing uploading their content on YouTube?
Oh man, not having a publicist and a proper promoter. Like the way we do it is a little different, but that's with anything. You know, I saw, and it was offensive. I remember when everybody was doing my auntie or my grandmother, and I saw a lot of comics I respected putting on wigs, and because they saw somebody else have a little success with it, and then they just said, "Oh, I'm gonna do it too." But it was, did you have that same fan base? Do you even have them same type of fans? And then the ultimate thing is people putting up specials that's not special.
Yeah.
We can't go around that part.
Yeah. Now you've been doing this for a minute. You've been on BET Comic View. You've been on a lot of different shows. This was before the internet. Now you're a comedian who was able to transition over to the internet. What do you think about the new comedians who like start on the internet but don't really have that stage time?
I actually don't think about them.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Well, what do you think about it?
It's bad. Whatever you feel like is gonna make you successful, but the craft, you can't cheat it. You're gonna have to put in the time, or you're gonna put yourself in a position where it's gonna be a skill that you don't know, and that you didn't develop. Like I'm prepared for all situations.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been through all of them. I didn't cheat the steps. So it's kind of like when you playing sports. Hey man, it's gonna show when you're on the field. You know that you didn't. I mean, he didn't do that all in wind sprints like he shouldn't be because he's getting cooked out there.
Yeah. But you know, it's tough because they, with the internet, you know, they have the internet and they're blowing up so fast on the internet that they don't even have the time to get on stage and do the things, you know, because the internet is making them blow so fast.
I've been aware of this. So in sports, you ever seen somebody that put together a highlight reel?
Yep.
In sports, and it's just a highlight reel.
Yeah.
And
then you never see a whole game.
Never see a whole game.
And then when you go see the whole game, you like, man, he trash.
He sitting on the bench. Them was layup line.
No, you go there and say, I don't see what the hype was.
Oh, you go there, I don't see what the hype was. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many clips you put up. You still gonna have to perform at some point. Yeah. And to say that you're a comedian and you don't get stage time, it's almost asinine to any comic in this world that would say, I'm a comedian, but I don't go on stage. I don't make time for the stage. We don't make time for the stage if we're just going to look at somebody else and it's an itch in you. It's a thing in you that's going to say, hey, man, let me get up real quick. Man. And then don't let nobody ask you, hey, man, you want to do some time?
You ain't even got to ask twice.
Or if I'm there, if I'm in any spot, say if I come in town, I'm in Connecticut, and I'm sitting in the comedy club, and I'm watching some people, and then somebody acknowledges that I'm in there, and they say, Ali, come up. All you got to do is put that mic down and walk away. I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm going to make time for the stage.
Now, now you're successful on YouTube with your specials. You do very well. You're successful touring. You're successful on TikTok. What is next for Ali Sadiq? Is it movies? It don't seem like it used to be comedians wanted to be in movies. It don't seem like that's the end game for them as much.
I've never wanted to be in movies. I said it from the beginning of my career, because I wanted to establish myself as a stand-up first, and I didn't want you to think that I was a good comic because I was in a comedic movie or I was on the sitcom. That doesn't make you a good comedian. That makes you a good comedic actor, or that makes you a good sitcom, or that makes you a good actor. And it used to irritate me that people would think that comedy and a movie is the same, because a butcher and a surgeon are not the same. They just both work with knives. And it's like with me, I'm only going to do something that I have a hand in producing, whether executive producing or putting it out. So people will see that I put out Marcus D. Wiley's special. We shot a new special with him too. We put out a special with Ryan Davis. We're getting ready to shoot a special with Ryan Davis.
He's funny.
Yeah. So this is the thing that I'm transitioning. Now, I'm not going anywhere from stand-up, but I am helping other people put out great content. And I wanted to go back to the one thing about a special. A special is not the money. That's just the commercial. So this is why you got to be a good performer, because the special is just your commercial. That's not the bread. And once you put that special out, that material is gone. Mm-hmm. Now you got to have some more material.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the big things about me. I have 5 specials in the can.
That's a lot of material.
And so I'm dropping a special December 21st on YouTube.
What's the name of the special?
Mondays.
Okay.
I like that.
And that's what happens on Mondays in my life. I don't know what your Monday's like.
I like that concept.
I'm about to tell you what my Monday's like, though. And no, that's what I'm able to do is to write on topic. I don't have to go through a bunch of different things. I can just tell you the stories about the topic. Father's Day, I'm dropping on Father's Day like normal. What's the name of the special? My father. Mm-hmm. It's about me and my father. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell people the first line of it, and you will still never get tired of it, because I say the first thing I say in this special, because me and my father was like we were, it's something that it does not matter when I hear it, and if whoever says it, I'm going to bust out laughing, because my daddy used to say it so much. You know I know karate, right?
Ali Sadiq going to be in town Friday. We can't wait. Regg, you going to the show, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to the show, man. Yeah, I see your TikToks and all of that stuff. You're hilarious, and I like your style of comedy, so I'm definitely coming to check it out. College Street Music Hall this Friday in New Haven. You know what time the show start? 7 p.m.
And I'm telling people to get there early, because they're going to lock up your phones. You know what I'm saying? That's one.
Okay.
And 2, I ask people, when you buy tickets for my show, please just go to alisadiq.com or go to the venue. Don't go to no 3rd and 4th websites and all this, because there's been a lot of people sitting outside because they done bought tickets from somebody. And then they'll show me the site they bought it from, and I'm like, that's not even me. Like, they don't even look like me. Like, who is this fathead man that you bought that had my outfit on, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, that suit you had on at the Apollo that day. He got that suit on.
He had on the booing suit.
Some Ethiopians that
Ali Sadiq, thank you for calling in. We're going to see you this Friday.
Thank you, brother. Thank y'all, man, for having me.